So I want to show you a quick and easy way to measure the density of liquid medium, aqueous media or other liquid medium. Obviously, density involves measuring mass per unit volume. You can do that many ways. You can use a graduated cylinder and having tared the cylinder with its to zero, then you can weigh directly the a given volume of your liquid medium. That uses quite a lot of material, and it's not necessarily all that quick. So if you want to do rapid measurements, here's an easy way to measure the density of any liquid medium quite rapidly. You find a good micropipette in the range of, this one's in the range of 20 to 500 microliters, 20 to 200 microliters, this one. And I've set the micropipette at 100 microliters. Then I take a fresh micropipette tip, plastic micropipette tip, I place it on the scale pan and tare it to zero. It's tared to zero. Then I take my tared micropipette tip, place it back on the micropipette, and pick up exactly 100 microliters of the liquid that I want to measure. I eject it directly onto the pan, the whole tip. There it is. Then I can weigh that gives me the weight of the liquid inside the micropipette tip, and as you can see, it measures out at basically, if I move the decimal place one place to the right, I've got 1 gram per ml. Actually, this is 0.1 grams per 100 microliters. But just by moving the decimal place one place to the right, I get a quick measurement, and it confirms that the water that I just measured has a density of 1, which is exactly what it's supposed to be. If I take another medium here, in this case, this is a density gradient medium called OptiPrep. Again, I'm going to tare the micropipette tip to zero. Tare it to zero. Pick up the tip that I tared. Place it on the micropipette. Pick up exactly 100 microliters of the medium. Eject it onto the pan again. Pan, and I get 0.134 milligrams per 100 microliters, which by moving the decimal place exactly one place to the right gives me a density of 1.34, and this is the density that it's supposedly correct for that medium, which is 1.3, so I'm very close there. Now I'm going to try an unknown. This is a culture medium that I use in my work. Again, I'm going to take a fresh micropipette tip, place it on the pan, tare it to zero, pick it up, place it on the micropipetter, and pick up exactly 100 microliters of my unknown. I'll see if I can get it on the pan without scooting it across to the other side. Here we go. And it weighs it weighs 103 milligrams. So I'm getting, if I move it decimal place one place to the right, I get a density of 1.030. Okay, so that's the density of my growth medium. So that gives you a quick and easy way of measuring the density of virtually any aqueous medium. And one of the side benefits is that these micropipette tips are very accurately made. In fact, they all tear out pretty much at exactly the same weight on this scale, so I wouldn't need to even tear the individual tips separately, except to correct for slight contamination of the scale pan, perhaps by liquid leaking out of the tip. Very good. That's a quick way of measuring the density of any aqueous medium.